Okay, we should be back.
Woo!
All right, so we're gonna go straight into Sea of Thieves now, because yeah, Skull and Bones caused a blue screen, which is no bueno. I don't want to tempt fate with that. There's another game that caused a similar blue screen before. Kernel security check failure. I need to see what's causing that. Seems that the same games also cause shit to crash, so we'll see. Let me rehost the thing. There we go. Pin that. There. Okay. There's also a thing that Ice Thrasher pointed out recently. I don't recommend this now because from the 27th onward there will be discounts for gift subs. Right now I think there's just a discount for regular subs, but there is something when someone is streaming in the Sea of Thieves category. If you sub or gift sub twice, then you'll get like a free month of Game Pass or something like that. I'll find the it's going to take a second for Sea of Thieves to load anyway, so I'll find the exact article in a moment. Let's see. It was like a week or so ago.
I ate too much apple.
Oh no.
Apple.
All right, there's going to be a mouse and keyboard thing, so I can unplug my controller. It was behaving strangely. It was I turned off DS4 Windows, but it was still showing the color through that instead of the usual Steam support color, so that probably would have behaved strangely. Nice. What did you think in the end, Russell? Still solid? I wish I got to try more of it, but yeah, probably need a GPU update and maybe some other fixes. Let's see. Okay, what are the actual terms of this? Support a streamer, Twitch, Sea of Thieves. Okay, Sea of Thieves is up. Captures. Boom, boom, boom. Audio.
I think I have an apple addiction.
Okay, here we go.
Apple.
Okay, game is showing. We should be good. Yeah. So until January 2nd, you'll get 1 month of PC Game Pass. Valid for new Game Pass members only. Plus 170 Minecraft coins, a Halo Infinite snap weapon
coins?
charm, and the Omen pack in Sea of Thieves when you purchase 2 new Twitch gift subs and or gift subs. But there's an asterisk. I'm just going to drop the link to this in chat. Boop. There we go. It's actually been a hot minute since I've played Sea of Thieves because of work I just haven't had the energy to pop in. I've been doing some random stuff recently. Trying to complete a bunch of commendation, doing a bunch of world events. Let's update the title, actually. Tall Tales. There we go. And let me QRT a tweet.
Ooh. So, Tice, what is Pegnog?
So it is eggnog mixed with Pepsi, much like Pilk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Pegnog.
Yeah, that's my tentative conclusion for now. Russell is tempted to pick it up, but definitely not day one. Would definitely wait for it to go on sale first. I'm also curious if it's going to be on Steam or not. Admittedly, haven't looked into that. Ditto, can you just join me so I don't have to put my friends list on stream? Shotgun
Joining.
cannons. Interesting. Oh, you get to choose like different cannons depending on the side of your ship. It's very interesting. Oh, and then front cannons too. What do you mean? It seems the team nice was set to 3. I don't know what that means. Is it? Are you just saying that the PvP seems to be 3v3? Team size. Gotcha. Yeah, it seems like that could be very interesting. And again, keep me posted on any performance issues. With this, we have had issues with Sea of Thieves in the past, and I've had to monkey around with settings, but hopefully this should be smooth. Now, when we're doing the Tall Tales, I want to mention that other people are able to join us. Just because Ditto and I are doing the VTube Studio collab thing doesn't mean that other people still can't join us if they really want to. If you're down to just let us rock as is, that's also fine. At the end of the day, my concern is making this entertaining for you guys. We, by default, are not going to collect all the journals. If my collab guests would like to get the journals themselves, then we'll make an exception and we will do that. Otherwise, I will just read out the text of the journals for each of the Tall Tales as we sail from destination to destination.
I don't think I need all the journals. I think I already got most of them for most of the Tall Tales.
Gotcha. Oh, the
Hey, where do we
wikis.
go to vote on the first one? What's the first one?
The first one is the Shroudbreaker, and it is always chilling in the tavern on every island.
The tavern. Okay.
I've got the wiki open in a tab. Ooh,
I voted for it.
Actually, ditto. There's a Skull of Siren song right now. We haven't done that on stream. You haven't played since they added those. Wanna kick things off with a Skull of Siren song?
Sure.
Alright, let's do it. So this is the most recent voyage that they added. This is not something I'm going to be able to do on my own, so I thought since we have a dedicated person who's, good at the cannons, we'll do that. So what's interesting here, so when the event is live, you'll have an option to vote to cancel the quest on your mast instead of starting it. But instead, we're going to read Captain Briggsy's notes. Greetings, brave pirates.
Oh.
Thanks.
We'll
have an opportunity to read that later, I'm sure.
Got a little tweeter.
To embark on this voyage. Just be aware, that once you have the chest key or skull, you'll be visible to all the other crews. You might have to fight them off to claim the reward for yourself. As soon as you bring the skull of Siren Song to the destination I give you, I will make my presence known. So what are you waiting for? On with the quest.
Yeah,
Oh,
go Briggsy.
And good luck.
Hi, Briggsy. So what are these little purple, like, flares?
Okay, so I can't access my quest menu, and that's been a bug that's been happening. I'm gonna need to kill myself
Ooh,
before I can do
same.
that.
Or, like, I have no items in it.
Yeah. So we've set our ship on a course. Let's quickly grab some blunder bombs and some fire. Here, meet me at the front of the ship. Why can I walk past that? So with the Skull and Siren Song, this is a competitive voyage. Normally you would get 2 maps that would direct you to 2 different islands. One to pick up the key of Siren Song, and the other to pick up the chest of Siren Song. You unite these 2 items, and you open up the chest, and you get the Skull of Siren Song. There will then be an island with purple and blue swirls floating above it that you can also see on your map. Once these things are dug up, you can also see them on your map. All players that are participating can see these things. Players who are not participating cannot see these things. Hence why you have an option to opt out. Our goal is to try and get the Skull of Siren Song and deliver it to Briggsy on that island that will have the swirls that I mentioned. And she'll just be chilling somewhere on that island. You don't know where on the island she will be. You have to find her based on her stereo sound, audio cues, and just you know, give it to her and you're Gucci. So those pylons that we see in the sky right now are other players that have pieces of these they have the key and the chest. There is an achievement that I need to get for sinking a ship that has a piece of the voyage on it. So this is another beneficial reason to do this, because I normally do this at night when I'm on my own, in the depths of the morning when there's... these used to spawn super frequently. They have updated the spawn rates for this voyage type to make it more of a commodity, so people will be more competitive at this now. It used to basically go completely uncontested for a while. So now it's going to be a bit more of a challenge. So that's
so we
the
have
key
to kill these people.
Over here by Fool's Lagoon. They're docked though, and this is a chest. Are these even? These might not even be on ships. They're standing still.
Been moving.
How's performance, by
Maybe
the way?
on
I'm having some
ships?
weird input lag issues, or maybe the servers are acting fucky.
My thing's... Oh, no, I'm rubber banding a little.
That is a good point, Russell. After we do this voyage, we're going to switch over to Safer Seas. Thank you for the reminder. I completely fucking forgot that.
What's that?
Safer Seas allows you to play without other players. You can only play with your individual crew and obviously NPC ships. Also, something I managed to achieve off stream is the... I'm going to sword dash off here so I can get a decent look at it. The white tiger figurehead.
Oh, I see it.
There he is. Woo! And there he goes.
Hi, Ties.
That is for reaching level 200 in the Guardians of Fortune faction. Next weekend we'll be repping the Servants of the Flame. I will be doing solo PvP. I wanted to get at least one example of proper naval combat, one example of bumper cars and boarding, and then we're just gonna make the D20 dinghy, and we're gonna do dice rolls to see how much we can grind. We're going to do a little bit of that on stream, and then assuming that we meet the incentive for the Pegnog, every time I sink, I will take a shot of Pegnog. That is the goal behind the PV Pegnog stream. And stream will continue until the Pegnog is finished.
How much Pegnog are we talking?
A liter.
Oh.
Because I got 1 liter of Pepsi,
Maybe?
Diet Pepsi, and 1 liter of eggnog. Also,
So would that be like 2 liters technically? 3 liters?
yes, that is how math works. Yes, 2 liters of Pegnog.
I'm not...
That is actually a very good observation that I did not consider.
Don't math with me.
Yeah, no, what I don't like is when you're live now, it keeps giving you these little ad notifications, and every time the little pop-up goes away, I think I received a new message, so I was about to respond to Russell again.
Oh.
Yeah, so some people dug these up and then just left them in the water, I guess. So I got excited that we'd be able to sink
like
somebody.
Camping them?
I doubt it.
Kill?
Also, when you have the Skull of Siren song on your ship, your ship is cursed and you will move slower.
But like if you drop it and then camp, let's say the Reaper's hideout to go kill some people who...
There are some locations you actually cannot bring the skull because people would be doing that shit. There were some people that would bring it to like up like at the end of the parkour section at the Sea Dogs Tavern, for example. And so Rare has banned certain locations for the skull, and it will basically teleport back to the beginning of the island if someone does try to do sneaky shit like that.
I'd be the one to do that sneaky shit.
If you could adjust the sails so that they're pointing forward, we could have more speed. I don't want to let go of the wheel right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, you'll notice that I've switched back to the Lodestar sails. They have updated all the sails in the game so that while there are still some minor tears and holes in some of them, the bottoms of sails are now uniform across the board. So the Dark Adventure sails that every tryhard in PvP would use, because it had a large triangular cut.
Now?
Correct.
Man.
Because they realized that everyone was just buying the Dark Adventure sails and getting an advantage in PvP.
It took them this long to realize though, like...
I'm sure there was a lot of internal debate because they came out with that sale and it was a premium thing that players were buying. They probably didn't want to degrade the value of their own like in-game cosmetics. But this is what I'm talking about, like the fact that these seem to be completely uncontested. This is very much how the Skull of Siren song has been going, and I'm actually really glad that it still seems to be like this. Because I was worried when they patched it and made it appear less frequent that it was going to be a huge grind. Because you have to complete 30 of these successfully, and you have to dig up 50 keys and chests, as well as sink someone who has one of these pieces. So that's a lot of difficult stuff. Because
that's intense, yeah.
Considering I spend most of my time solo sleeping in this game nowadays, I get really salty when I end up getting in trouble with aggressive players. Raise sails. And see if you can harpoon the key. I'm gonna put us on a turn. Nice.
Got it.
Next one. So thankfully we are going to be able to stream the original Skull of Siren song experience, it seems. Which is literally playing this at 4 a.m., deciding to opt into the voyage and being able to complete it with no stress whatsoever.
Yippee! Although I was looking forward to sinking some
So was I, because I need that achievement, and I'm starting to wonder I think it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have to start grabbing one of these cosmetics, finding someone who's like AFK or docked at an outpost, put the piece on their ship, and then sink them to get the achievement.
Oh, that's mean.
But it's also my style, isn't it? Like trying to find
Yeah,
gimmick ways of
but-
doing things, like how I would negotiate with people to complete the legendary thief commendation and stuff like that.
Did the wave in like Sea of Thieves get more intense with the boat? I feel like this is.
No, this is pretty typical storm behavior.
I know it's been a hot minute, but like this is intense.
Technically, some of the sails still didn't get patched, but they are listed in ones that are due to be patched. So we could still be using the ghost sails that I was using before, but I decided to be fair and switch to something that's more cosmetically interesting. Still maintaining glowing sails because I got really used to being able to tell if my sails were down. The fact that the sails have a slight glow to them. Also, guys, whoever's in chat right now, how is audio? Can you hear me and Ditto okay?
Did we just get a hole? Gonna go patch it.
Thank you, Russell. Yeah, I decided not to worry too much about the journals on stream because I'm gonna have to do most of those tall tales 3 times anyway.
Yeah, the tall tales are very like grindy for accommodations and achievements and cosmetics.
So unless someone really wants to do the journals on stream, I'm not gonna bother. But we are gonna read them for the sake of lore. Okay. Can we actually read Freezy's note? No. Just cancel. Okay. And one trick that I learned but maybe didn't mention on stream is you can actually just look at your flag to figure out the direction of the winds if you're visually uncertain. Coming up close to the chest.
You're on
Still
speed, harpoon
uncontested.
again?
It's a nice vibe. Yeah, I'll bring us in close and lower sails. Yeah, really bummed out about Skull and Bones, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised. I think that game has some stuff going on for it. I'm sure people will still be also I just want to show off my progress here. Look at that. Look at my commendations. Ooh, look at me. Look at how good I am. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh
let's just
yeah.
mouse over all these things real quick. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, right now I'm working on things related to Ashen Winds, trying to do a lot of the things that require other players, like selling stolen chests of rage, completing skeleton forts, and selling or delivering stolen rag and bone crates, having other players deliver humble and generous gifts.
Got it.
All right, so let me unite
Do
them.
I
Where did
unlock
you?
it?
Yeah, because we won't see our destination until we do this. Here we go. There it is.
Ew.
Okay, southeast to Crook's Hollow.
And now we're cursed, right? Or
Correct. You can see the stuff on our ship here.
yeah. We look cool though.
Yep. It is cool.
It's
Yeah,
very
we'll-
cool.
We'll keep this in the corner behind the chest. So if anyone tries to jump onto our ship and steal that.
Those swirls in the sky are very silly looking though.
They are. They're also kind of misleading. It's difficult to judge which island they're on top of. If there are multiple islands between you and the swirls. There was one time I sailed
Yeah.
toward an island and like ran off onto it only to realize it was in fact the island directly after it. So those swirls will be like right above you in the sky when you're at the correct island. Yeah, so hopefully this goes smoothly. Because unfortunately, now that we have the Skull of Siren Song, there's no longer any benefit for us to be aggroing other players. There is a ship. Possibly two ships, in fact. No, I think that might be one ship that's docked at a port. Ditto cannons. Skeleton ship. Oh, we sailed into a fucking battle for the Sea of Thieves. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that is so bad. Left side, Ditto. Ditto? Are you AFK? We just need to get them off of us. We're gonna be sailing right by the port of the dam, which I don't like. Also, are you muted? Because I cannot hear you talking. I'm going to assume he's probably communicating with the roommate or something. Okay. We should be good. Yeah, I don't know how significant the speed decrease is. So I was kind of worried when I saw that ship in the distance. But I think they were just docked. You know, I am going to ask again, are you muted intentionally? You have a keyboard. Okay. So, as I've said before, I am happy when stuff falls apart sometimes on stream if I feel that this is an experience that I have suffered myself a lot off stream. So even though this being completely uncontested might not be entertaining, and again would have been excited to sink another ship in the competitive battle that we were about to engage in, because this is basically what this voyage was for the better part of a month, I feel like we're getting an authentic experience that I didn't think we would get to had to have on stream. So I'm happy right now. Hello?
So when did they add the safer seeds thing?
Like a week ago. 2 weeks ago?
Oh.
Week and a half. Yeah.
Is there a new season too?
No. This was the third update of this season. They have not announced anything for the next season. They're doing a Gifts and Glory week, starting in a couple days, culminating in a double experience weekend next weekend. And then there will be Grogmanay going just before and continuing into the new year. But I don't think there's going to be anything except for the extra notches you can get on your Grogmanay tankard. Like so. You get an extra notch at the bottom here for every year that you log in during the Grogmanay event. And you get a Grogmanay flag that I think also evolves over time. So that's Crick's Hollow dead ahead. So
It's the audio cue, right? Like,
yeah, as we approach, Briggsy's going to start yelling at us, and we need to find her based on how we can hear her. So because we're pretty much uncontested here, so when you have the Skull of Siren Song on land, coral skeletons will continue to spawn indefinitely. So I'm going to grab the skull so that people can see, like, my perspective delivering it. But I need you to defend me from the skeletons.
Got it. Do we do anything with the chest?
No. In fact, you'll see people that are constantly doing these voyages like all night, and then they log off or sink, and then you'll just come across like 10 of these chests in the middle of the ocean, and it looks like someone's been hacking. But no, that's just how uncontested these voyages go sometimes.
Like, sell the chest at least, or no?
I think so. I don't think they sell for much though.
Dang.
Okay, that's an island cannon. Not gonna worry about that too much. We don't have a flag, so if we sink, then that's fine. We just need to not die. Okay. We're heading off.
Okay, I'll protect you. I just took some fall damage.
Don't hear her yet. Brixie, come on.
Oh, the swirly is following you. You have like the beam above your head.
Yeah. Jara, thank you for the raid.
Can't be that difficult.
Welcome on in.
Raiders.
Kind of have a tense experience happening right now, so bear with me for a moment. What were you streaming? Did you have a good stream? Hope you did.
Hooey, over
Oh.
here, pirate.
Why are they so Oh god, what are you doing?
It is the Skull of Siren song. So
It like affected me.
it can scream. There we go.
The skull of Siren song is amazing. And so do you. It's quite the battle you fought to fend off other crews and win the prize. Now, take your payment. It's very richly deserved. I'm leaving before this place is overrun. I hate crowds. Unless it's fans of mine. Haha! And keep an eye out for more notes from me. There may well be other skulls of Siren Song to be located. I'll make a rogue's
This is how you
apprentice of you
teabag,
yet.
right?
Farewell.
Ah, DMC 5. Nice. A man of good taste. Much respect, man. Now let's maybe rescue our ship here.
The ship's this way.
Yeah, but it's being hit by constant cannon fire.
Oh.
So I thought maybe we should deal with that. And we have.
Yeah.
So I think that was like 50,000 that we got for that. So yeah, we got a Skull of Siren song on stream. Nice. Thank you for shouting it out. Right on, man. By all means, if you need to get something to eat, drink, or get some rest, take care of yourself, my dude. If you'd like to hang out and watch Ditto and I navigate the seas here. Oh, there's another one. Okay, never mind. They have not reduced. You know what? Let's do another one of these real quick. Greetings, brave pirates. It's me,
Oh,
Captain
sword
Brixie. I have a rousing adventure for you. The hunt for the Skull of Siren Song. I'm looking for a very specific skull. The Skull of Siren Song from the time of the ancients. This skull is very dangerous in the wrong hands, so I'm asking as many daring crews as possible to join the hunt. I'm giving every crew that accepts this quest the same maps I'm giving you. Follow them to find the mysterious artifact. It's a race of sorts. Do whatever you can to find the skull first, hang on to it, and bring it to me before anyone else. The skull is hidden on the Sea of Thieves, locked inside a chest. Find the key, locate the chest, and open it to get the Skull of Siren Song. Bring the skull to me and I'll reward you handsomely, but there's only one, so make sure you're the one to bring it to me if you want payment. So let's get the full experience here. So now we got these two maps.
Like, respawns instantly, or?
It can, yeah.
I'm searching for a specific
That's
skull.
Barnacle Key.
That's why I've asked multiple crews to embark on this voyage. Just be aware that once
and
you
that's,
have a chest, key or skull, you'll be visible to
Sunken Grove.
all the other crews. You might have to fight them off to claim the reward for yourself. As
So,
soon as you bring the skull of Siren Song
brief
to the destination
Skull
I
of
give
Siren
you,
Song
I will
guidance,
make my
guys.
presence known. So what
Have
are
a
you
good night,
waiting
Russell.
for? On with the quest.
Good night, Russell.
Oh, and good luck.
See, again, normally I don't like to sidetrack my streams like this, but I do kind of feel bad about the blue screen earlier, and so I'm honestly just kind of in a mood to chill. As I mentioned on my Discord, I'm trying to focus more on being less particular and dedicated to my quote-unquote professionalism and just try to vibe more. Also, there's a red rowboat over there, in case you forget Ditto, there are now colored rowboats. And you can dock them
Whoa.
to your ship, and when you log out and log back in, the rowboat will still be attached to your ship.
So why are you rowboatless?
Because the last time I was playing, I think I was looking for specific events, so I was scuttling my ship constantly to change servers. And when you scuttle your ship, you sink your ship, and so you lose your rowboat. Give me a sec, I got some messages. Okay, Capilis was just asking me about Nightbot. Nightbot has always been a thing, Capilis, and unfortunately, emote and long message spam is the thing that Nightbot tends... I don't really have Nightbot doing a whole lot. Thankfully, we have graciously not seen a lot of real troublemakers besides like occasional bot spam. So just emote spam and long raid messages are typically what Nightbot will thwart. Eventually, I'm going to get rid of Nightbot in favor of one of the other bots, but the problem is...
Is this the island?
Yep. I'm kind of waiting for Mix It Up to have its cloud version. Because both Streamlabs and Stream Elements now are corrupt companies, so none of the major software providers are good. Oh, Almond Ancient Scale. Let's go. There's some cannonballs in that. I actually just grabbed the entire storage crate, honestly. Okay. So this is the, we're at the north side here. So there should be a small pocket of trees over yonder. Probably this. No. Wait, yeah, no, that would be the one.
There's a glowy thing.
So it should be right here.
It's another step.
Would be nice if you could use that staff to defend me from these skeletons.
Well...
In case you guys forgot, this is also the authentic Ditto experience. I've already defeated all the skeletons, and so I was the only target of the staff. But yes, you can use the Skull of Siren Song, as I showed earlier, to shoot a siren scream. It is not unlimited, but it has way more, or maybe the same ammo. I don't know. There was one night I was lighting ships on fire with the Ashen Wind Skull, and that thing lasted for a while. Because there's a commendation for lighting 10 skeleton ships on fire with the with Ashen Wind Skulls, and I almost did that in a single night. But one ship I shot once. No, I rammed into it, and then it's the hitboxes on the skeleton sloops are a little finicky. The back doesn't want to light on fire, unlike the galleons, and because I got too close to it and bumped into it, the skeleton ship sunk before I could even light it on fire successfully. And then as it was coming to the end of its fuel, I was about to engage one more skeleton sloop, and it started raining. I couldn't light the last one on fire, but otherwise a single skull would have been enough to light 10 different skeleton ships on fire.
So does the Siren Skull deplete its value with use?
No. So the Ashen Wind Skull, as you use its fire, will lose value, but you can still sell it. the Skull of Siren Song will always give you full value, even once it runs out of ammunition.
I like that.
And
I'm
while
always
it
too
won't light,
scared to use the Ashen Skull.
while it won't light people on fire, I think the Skull of Siren Song might do more damage. Because it does damage directly.
A little less fiery, though.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So you are able to defend yourself with the skull. But skeletons will still get their hits in over time. When you get swarmed.
Have you showed off your glowy self?
Oh yeah, we did a small, when I did my Halloween stream, we actually did the entire cutscene before I did that.
Ooh.
And if you turn your eyes over to stream real quick, Cthulhu, you may as well just ask those questions in chat. Nightbot's default settings are very, very low when it comes to emote spam and long messages. And while I have adjusted them, people still spam more emotes than my current settings allow. I still don't want people spamming emotes, you know? But... like,
Dang,
see,
that's
fun.
a lot of
I
emotes.
think I have it set to like 10 or... because like if we count up Jara's emotes from before, that's let's see, groups of 3 it looks like. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and then an extra one, so that's, he posted like 34 emotes. And
That's a lot of emotes.
I think my emote limit is like 20. Which I think is generous. Again, nothing wrong with that, but to keep chat clean, you know. It's one of those things where when people raid, I have no problem with emote spam for the raiders. The problem is, aside from that, you know, what Ditto just did, for example. I don't want one single person to be able to wipe out the entire chat on the side of the stream. But,
And they
so-
could just keep, like, spamming it, too.
yeah. And I wish there was more customization. Like, things like allow a person to send emote-only messages a certain times in a row. You know,
Yeah.
or when a raid happens, ignore the emote policy for a minute or something like that, you know.
I guess
There's more
that's just too
customization
much
that
coding.
could be.
Much work.
There isn't, but bots are designed with very straightforward possibilities in mind.
Yeah.
There's more modability with stuff like Mix It Up, where you can basically code your own scripts and stuff, which is why I'm excited for the online beta of that, which I did apply for, but I don't know if I've gotten. Actually, hold on, let's check that out right now. I also applied for the beta of a game called Mecha Break that we saw during the Game Awards.
Did you play the new Zenless Zone Zero beta?
No, I didn't get into it,
Oh.
but that's fine. I would like to become a consistent content creator for both. I would love to become a known entity in the Sea of Thieves community, so I do want to try and make these streams more of a regular thing. It's just like a chill thing for me. I might start doing that as like a weeknight thing when I go live at Gremlin hours, you know? But the thing is, a lot of the times after my work shift, I just want to chill and like listen to some ASMR, or, you know, the YouTube channels that I follow will post like some new stuff, and I'll like watch that stuff on a second window while I'm doing the stuff that I mentioned earlier in Sea of Thieves. You know, there's some other things like, here, I didn't get to show this off earlier. I've completed a lot of commendations now. So like I'm working on like gunpowder skeletons, as well. Some of these are a little complicated. One of these requires another crew to be on an island, so basically I'll need to I ideally form an alliance with another crew and then do a fort with them. And generally what I'll do is I'll be like, hey, let's go do an Ashen Winds together. You guys can have everything else. Just let me have the Chest of Rage after you guys touch it first, and that way it counts as a sell or a steal. Or like, hey, let's do a skeleton fort together. You sell, I'm going to hand this humble or generous gift to you. You sell that for me to the Reapers if you don't mind. You guys touch this rag and bone crate, and I'll go deliver that. You guys can have literally everything else. It's a win-win, right? You know, because most people are not as OCD as I am when it comes to completing random stuff in games. As I mentioned on a previous stream, I've decided that my end goal for this is I want to try to go for all the build track commendations and all the achievements. All the achievements, definitely. Build track commendations I'll probably get burnt out on, especially like the generous gifts and stealing the rag and bone and the chest of rage, because those are mechanics that people don't do much anymore, right? Because a lot of people will just leave the cursed chests behind, or rag and bone crates. They won't even bother to dig them up because you kill a one of the skeleton lords on a skeleton fort. He drops skeleton orders, and it doesn't tell you that they're special orders, but if you dig up their orders, you get a rag and bone crate, which you then have to deliver to a specific sea post. So when those things were first added to the game, I'm sure the developers were like, oh, these are going to be highly sought after because they're new, right? So we're going to create a commendation to incentivize people to steal them so that players are interacting with each other. And then, you know, there will be lots of fights over these activities. And then later on, I think they kind of rescinded that notion because they added the Chest of Fortune. And that was a piece of loot that they added to make Forts of Fortune more appealing. Because interestingly enough, although an Ashen Lord spawns during a Fort of Fortune, they don't, apart from the Ashen Skull, they don't actually drop a Chest of Rage. They don't spawn one. So for my purposes, doing Forts of Fortune, completely useless, because they have actually moved the Chest of Fortune over to the Fort of the Damned because they want to incentivize people to play that more. So now Forts of Fortune are kind of blah. But when the Chest of Fortune was first added, it was highly sought after, so everyone was fighting over Forts of Fortune, trying to get those things and fighting each other, to the extent that they didn't even bother adding a commendation to steal the Chest of Fortune because they know people would just be rolling up to this world event and fighting over it as is, you know? It's already a contested thing. So that's also something else I need to do at some point. Do some more Forts of the Damned. Skeleton forts, sea forts, Ashen Winds.
I can't believe there's just like a peaceful mode now, though. That's so like strange to me.
Yeah, you get very significantly reduced rewards, though. You cannot be part of your guild. You cannot sail a captain's ship, so you have to deliver all your loot to individual places. I think they should adjust some things, because people are getting, like, incredibly minimal gold. There's also a reputation cap of 40, so you can't become a pirate legend playing Safer Seas, which is fine. I'm okay with most of those, but, like, with the reduction of the fact that you can't become an emissary, that you don't get the sovereign, you have to go to each NPC to deliver your treasure, and you're getting reduced treasure rewards with no emissary bonus, means that it's almost not even worth picking up treasure in most cases unless you have a large amount of players with you. Like, if you're going to solo sloop in Safer Seas, you may as well just not grab treasure unless you're selling them for a commendation, you know? Because essentially there's no value. So I think reputation is fine. Keep rep low, but I think gold should be the same as in higher seas.
Because like we've been doing PvP normally for this long.
Look,
like
I have 7,420,000 gold. Nice. And
nice.
like, let's sail to the other side of the island instead of docking here. Like, gold means nothing to me. Like, if you play high seas and you like regularly do like Gold Hoarders or Athena's content, you'll get here after enough time. So
it's called high seas now?
Yeah, the default mode is called high seas compared to safer seas. So yeah, I feel that's something that they should change. Additionally, which we might experience when we switch over to safer seas in a moment, apparently NPC ships all spawn at the same time, and they spawn like instantly after you defeat one. So if you're unlucky, you could sink a skeleton ship and then have it immediately spawn on you again.
Bruh.
So I've heard some people complaining about that as well.
Also, there's only like 5 ships per lobby, right? Like, player
No, in
ships?
safer seas, you can only, like in high seas, yes, 5 ships per lobby, but in safer seas, you can only load in with your crew and nobody else.
Yeah, but like in normal, it's only 5, like 4 other ships. It's
Right.
pretty big map.
It can still be problematic sometimes.
That's when you got your cannon person to be aggressive.
Yeah, assuming you're not solo slooping like me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is...
Be aggressive. Be
So
aggressive.
that's the rock here, and then grass, and then it's going to be like...
Do I need to protect you?
Thankfully, with the key of Siren Song, you only need to dig twice, and then you can just start running.
Oh, nice.
So...
There's a few guys after you.
And as long as there isn't a ship, I'm okay with it. So we got really lucky with Barnacle Key. So let's hope that Briggsea is not too far from us. I'm quite pleased that actually the voyage respawned like instantly. So do we need to touch the skull before... No, we don't.
I want to touch you.
Sure, you can hand it in this time. Oh yeah, it gives you a little effect.
Yeah, it was doing that to me.
I don't know what that effect is. We should probably look it up. Just let me put us on a good heading. I'd really like to avoid the Shipwreck Bay or whatever that I think is. There's a small island that I can't remember the name of right now, but I think Shipwreck Bay is like on the other side there. Let's see what our destination is.
Isle of Last Word, Shipwreck
Yeah.
Bay.
Snake Island.
Oh, we're going to Snake Island!
Ditto's likely second favorite island after Booty Isle.
How do I leave the map?
I'm assuming it's the same key? F?
Oh, F? Oh. It's been a while.
We keep having to swing by Fort of the Damned. I don't like that. By the way, I'm tabbed out looking at what the Skull of Siren Song does, so make sure we don't crash into anything.
Okay. I'll crash us into everything.
Some toxic person has edited the wiki. Skull of Siren Song, this is a crap event where you dig up 2 things and get a reward of 50k. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it might slow down players. That might be what it
does make
is.
sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find a detailed answer. Well, the good news is, so far, knock on wood, Sea of Thieves seems to be running good.
You're gonna jinx it, Ties. Why'd you have to say something?
I know. But for posterity, let's take a look at my graphic settings in case things go south. There we go. Game still looks gorgeous even with these settings. Something I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure, on stream is that Sea of Thieves has actually been doing this for a while, but I only discovered it recently. They make these posts using the hashtag Sunday Vibes, where it's basically like ASMR content, where they just put a camera in the sky above an island, and you just hear like the sounds of the waves, NPCs doing stuff. Not all of them are great, because sometimes like you hear the fly like buzzing, like going close to the camera. I don't like that. NPCs repeating dialogue, but you know, when you're just hearing like the sound of the waves and rain and various ocean noises and environment
Tell
sounds,
them what
really,
today's island was.
yeah, it was Booty Isle today, so I sent that to
Yeah.
Ditto. Or was that actually today, or was I just going through
Yeah,
there?
it was today. It was fresh.
The last one I found was an island at night in the rain. No, that was from June 11th, Ditto. That's because I decided to look through their hashtag. And I saw that, and I know that Ditto likes Booty Isle, so I shared it with him. But back on November 26th, it was Blackwater Enclave in the rain. I'll link that in chat. Boom. And then why not? We'll share Booty Isle too. Because it was another good one without a lot of stray noise. Yeah, I'm fine crashing in-game as long as the game itself does not crash. Haha! Okay, so we are approaching Port of the Dams. So let's try to avoid steering into the fog. Is that a sloop dead ahead? Yeah, but they are going in a different direction, so I don't think they're doing this voyage. Because I don't think you see the lights. So, like, even on our ship, you can see the beacon from the Skull of Siren song. Unless they're opted into the voyage, I don't think they can see it. Which is nice. That is actually something that I appreciate, which means that if you're doing the Skull of Siren song, you are only competing against other people who have decided to commit to the voyage. That said, honestly, it's kind of fun to just do that. So if other players are carrying that stuff around, they're giving themselves away. It's kind of like when you see players that have like Reaper chests or chests of bounty or Reaper's bounties on their ship, so you know just where they're chilling. So Snake Island is dead ahead, and it's a smaller island, so it should be really easy to find Briggsy.
Yeah.
Are you holding? Where is the? Oh, you put it in the corner. Nice.
Yeah, I hit it.
Yeah, sailing near Fort of the Damned always makes me wary because some people get really defensive of it, and just sailing by will cause them to aggro on you and be like, no, we're going to defend what we're doing here.
Is it that island right to the left of us?
Fort of the Damned, yeah. We just passed it. It's behind and to the left now. And we're sailing into fog, which is actually really nice for us. Oh, never mind. That was just the transition from the Port of the Damned region back to the main sea. It does appear to be fog to the left, though. is a sloop to our right. They are also sailing away from us.
No, I think that's the same sloop.
No.
No, it's
The other
not.
sloop was far to the
They're...
northwest.
Are they sailing away? Yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Either way, now would be the time to grab the skull.
They're the leaky bucket.
I think that's a placeholder name. I feel like I've seen that before.
There's a rowboat here. You can get it for your ship.
Yeah. And then we can probably take that with us into safer seas. Actually, no, we won't be able to use this ship. Because it's a guild
Aw.
ship. Just swim, Ditto. Let's go.
I don't think she's on this part.
No.
It's a lot smaller than the crooks, though.
Yeah. Hmm. I haven't heard her say anything.
Yeah, no. There are a lot of snakes.
Oh, she's over here.
Iron pole for me. Easy.
Found her.
I'm low-key dying of poison, but it's okay.
If you do die, I gotcha.
I'm over here. It can't be that difficult. How can the legendary Captain Briggsy
You need
be
to
of
bring me the
service?
skull, remember? Ta-da! Look at that.
Ooh, 50k!
Right on.
I just watched a snake kill a chicken.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that could happen.
me neither.
That's good to know, because I am going to have to deliver some golden animals at some point for a
Golden
commendation.
animals?
Yeah.
There's gold versions?
Yeah, I don't think they're necessarily rarer than any of the other animals. It's just that they are flagged differently, and there are commendations associated with that. There are a couple achievements that are associated with that specifically. There was a sea post nearby that I would like to hand in my fish. Oh, wait, we want that rowboat, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I can go grab it.
Sure. We may as well sell these chests of Siren Song just to get that on stream. Plunder is direct south, and Steven Spoils is to the east. Cool.
It's a blue cannonball one.
Yeah.
Blue and white.
There's a particularly rare rowboat known as... they're all based on the factions from the old Arena game mode. So the gray one is known as the Good Boy livery. And there's actually a commendation for docking a rowboat of each color to your ship. I believe when we last played, I docked a red one, so I was not super concerned about the one that we just saw earlier. But you can check that for yourself. I've only seen the Good Boy once. Russell apparently the first time after he played after that update came out found like 2 of them in a single session.
Oh, I crashed. I'm slowly turning around. Almost there.
So here's something else you can do that's new.
Boom.
You can repair
Look at
rowboats.
it.
Oh, we got a peace ball, pineapple, Mango, nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where are we going?
You know what, let's just go south. We don't need to go to the sea post because we can sell fish to the sovereigns. That's
Will they
another
sell
thing that's a
fish?
little frustrating, I suppose, about Safer Seas, because you can't use the sovereigns. You'll have to go to a sea post to sell fish.
Safer Seas just sounds like a zero-win situation unless you're doing Tall Tales.
There are a lot of people that have been enjoying it because they just would not be playing the game otherwise due to the presence of other players. And to, like, honestly, I can understand that vibe. Because so a lot of our streams have ended a little bit early because someone rolls up on us as we're like doing our last
love
voyage, and it's
doing-
just like, may as well not finish at this point. And like there have been times where I've been trying to show, you know, like I played with Dragon Foxy, played with Becca. You know, I was showing them the ropes, and like people would roll up to us and either just aggressively sink us, and like thankfully in that in one instance we were changing servers anyway for some reason. But like when I was showing Becca the ropes, somebody sailed up to us and like jumped on our ship and was like, join our guild, join our guild, join our guild. It was really annoying.
The guild people sound like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. There was also some time where I was doing a ghost fleet by myself, solo slooping as usual. Some other people rolled up and started stealing all the shit that I got from it. And then they were like, "Oh, we respect solo slooping, but you're a rival guild, so you can either join your guild or we'll sink you." And it was just like,
Bruh.
well, that's kind of toxic and like weirdly gross and manipulative. And they also offered me. I said no, I'm not going to join. It's like, fine, then you can have a 1v1, and you know, maybe we'll give you a wraith ball because that's the only thing that I wanted. I said they could have everything else. And then they were like, okay, we'll set up the terms of the 1v1. And then one of their guys just shot me off the boat, and he was like, oh, you're already shooting? Well, okay, let's see how this goes. It's like, okay, that's not fair. And then they killed me while I was still in the water, because I got the duel didn't begin. Yeah, 346 gold. The chests are not worth a whole lot.
346 gold each, or?
It's going to be a slightly random value because that's just how the game works.
Yeah.
This one sold for
Ooh,
461.
let me sell my trident too.
Sure. And then fish. Fish. Alright. Trident sold.
Ooh.
Alright. Let's switch over to Safer Seas then. Because
How do
you'll
we do
notice that now. Oh, let's look at the tiger before we go. Here he is. Unlike last time, the Skull of Siren song did not immediately respawn. The Skull of Siren song can spawn at the same time as other voyages, by the way, because that skeleton fleet has been active the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let us leave the game. I'm going to end this recording and start a new one for the actual Tall Tales.